what am I to do? Who am I? I'm having an identity crisis. I'm... So I am here. I've got my sister's lovely Kindle and I am starting Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. So here we go. I just finished I've just started chapter 4. So I think the Arachesin, sounds like a terrible place to be and live. The no sight, the threads that you can feel everyone's auras, look, it's interesting from like a reading standpoint, it's interesting, but man, I feel bad for her. I know she's kind of like, I love it. I'm like, do you really? I don't know. I like that it's set out a very clear plot for us of like, okay, you're gonna infiltrate, you're gonna get rid of the Conqueror's seer and you're gonna become his seer, so like you can sort of see what's happening, but obviously you see it's like, come on, this classic romance, I'm already onto it. So it has been a while since I have checked in about this book. I am about 30% through it now. I am kind of really liking it. And so at the moment I'm at a point where they're going, it's like battle scenes. I'm not a huge fan of battle scenes. I never have been. War, battle type scenes, just really not my deal. However, I will give this to Carissa Broadbent. She is such a good writer. The writing is really good, so that makes it a lot easier to get through these scenes, and I actually am finding them pretty good. Yeah, the writing is so good. Like, I'm loving it, to be honest. Like, I'm excited to pick this up each time I go to it. I'm seeing the formula very similar to the one other fantasy romance I've read, but I don't mind that too much. I don't think. It's just, yeah, it's a lot more obvious to me this time what's happening. I did not guess the twist fully. I am surprised. I'm overwhelmed. I am screaming. And so, for instance, like when she's thinking about the main character, Selena, who is being sort of like, oh, what's going on? I'm so surprised that he cares about locals, because he doesn't want to kill innocent civilians, and she's so surprised that he actually has a heart. I'm like, that's not that surprising. Really, like, this seems par for the course for these books. Classic stoic warrior type male character ends up actually having a soft spot for humans. Like, it's not that surprising. The threads and everything, I'm really leaning into it more now and getting to understand. And it's okay that I don't quite get what's going on, and I'm enjoying just learning, and I don't know how to explain it. I'm getting more comfortable with not knowing exactly what something is. It's magic. You just gotta vibe with it. And so, yeah, it's a lot more enjoyable. So yeah, I'm about to go read some more. I'm very excited. Yay! So, I am feeling a lot better now. And I have been really getting through this book. I'm almost halfway through now. I'm really actually enjoying it. Like, I'm surprised at how much I'm enjoying it and how much I'm wanting to pick it up. If you loved season 6 of Game of Thrones, which is when I guess this is a spoiler for Game of Thrones, but it's been out forever. Aya, is that her name? Aya? Yeah, goes and learns how to be basically this master assassin, to like wear different faces and like, you know, can like kill anyone. It's giving that vibes for our main character. Very female assassin, very cool, which I obviously way prefer to the big like wartime battle scene type vibes. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that season of Game of Thrones, but I loved it. That's my jam. So yeah, really excited to dig in. I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate. It's been raining and now it's sunny outside, so I'm going to take advantage and read on the deck. I am still living for how easy it is to eat and drink when you're reading on Kindle, because you can just like pop it up like that. So easy. Okay. Choosing a red dress so that, not because it's sexy, not because it's a great colour on her, so that no one notices the blood of her enemies as she kills them. Love. It is the next day now and I am continuing to read. Read a decent bit last night. Very, very exciting stuff. Like, whoo-wee, like, it's getting good. The romance, super slow burn, but I've been loving that, to be honest, because it's made it feel really, like, really good. Kia ora. It is, I can't remember the last time I filmed, but it is the end of the day. I have been on the train today because I went into the office. Great reading time. And I came home to a box. So I'm going to open this while I tell you what my thoughts are on the book. So we are definitely over halfway through now. And like, am I a fantasy girly now? Like, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I am getting so many really cool themes from this book. And just like, you know, and when I say themes, I mean like themes about religion and like themes about struggling with your inner demons. Like, you know, all that juicy third, fourth, fifth, the higher level stuff, like that real subtextual stuff that you pull out for yourself, that like everyone is probably pulling out different things. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know what you're talking about. When I read it, I didn't get that. But you know, this great juicy stuff you're taking away from it, more than just enjoying the good story. Like, it's surprising me how much it's doing that. I'm loving the way the plot is going so far. This is like an impeccably paced book so far. I'll be sad if that changes, but at the moment it is fine. So we're getting nearer to the end of the book and really hitting that sort of bits where, because it's a romance, and I know that a romance, from what I'm told, means that they end up together. I feel like that means there's a few bits that are like, oh my god, what's she gonna do? And I'm like, well, she must do X because they're meant to end up together. But then I guess there is a little part of me that's like, is she? What's I don't know, what's gonna happen? Maybe, you know, I don't know how it's gonna play out. So actually, true, maybe, who knows? But otherwise, it has been surprising. It's been interesting. Some really awesomely tense scenes, almost thriller-like. You know, I love thrillers. Really like bone-chilling type scenes. So those have been really good. I keep continually being really impressed by the writing and, you know, the descriptions and visually, especially for something like this. I think it's also myself, I'm getting better at leaning into fantasy descriptions of magic and magical scenes, specifically like the thread walks when she's like searing, like she's like draws her little circles in the sand and she kills a rabbit and talks to the gods, right? Searing. I don't know if I'm saying that right. that sort of stuff, I'm like way more enjoying those scenes now because I kind of get it. I get that it's like this dreamlike state. I'm getting the vibes, and now I'm just really enjoying the actual scenes. They're actually some of my favorite bits sometimes. There is a way more character growth than I expected, which has been so enjoyable. Yeah, the romance almost seems kind of secondary to what's going on. No, it's not. I instantly take that back. No, I think it is. I don't know. We are in the final stretch of this book. 20% left. Under 100 pages. We're at the crux. There is, I think, a twist coming, but I think I know what the twist is. I'm calling that now, that I am pretty sure what the twist is. I will tell you if I'm right. I won't tell you what it is, but I will tell you if I was right in guessing what the twist was. Had a really cool scene if you are into magical creatures. I personally am not. Like, never watched Fantastic Beasts, never got into that side of the Harry Potter stuff that much. Which is weird because I really love animals. I'm interested in actual animals, but magical creatures, not my vibe, so nothing against that part of the book. Like, it was just as well written, I think, as anything else, and is very cool and exciting, but it's just not really my vibe. Yeah, anyways, here we go. What is happening? I'm very nervous. Okay. I think I'm right, but also I'm still like, I'm still surprised something has happened to that I did not expect, and now I'm really confused. No, I'm not. I think I know what's gonna happen. This is insane. Oh no, Selena. Oh. Okay, I was right. This is insane. Okay. Okay, look. I did not guess the twist fully. I am surprised. I'm overwhelmed. I am screaming. I am screaming. Oh my god, I'm so intensely focused on this scene right now that my cat just gave me the hugest fright. Oh my god. Wow. Absolutely insane. Incredible. I am locked in. Wow. Just wow. I have no idea how this is going to end. I don't know how Selena is gonna, like, come out of this and fix this, like, let's find out, I guess. A lot has happened, and I think we're finally at the scene, like the final scene of the twist, like the last loose thread. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Yeah. This has been a roller coaster of emotions. Like, wow. Okay. So, I'm here with Maggie, who has stuck with me through to the end of this book, and wow. I can't explain how much I was like, I do not like fantasy books. I'm not a fantasy person. Ugh, boring. Ugh. Like, Have I been converted? Do I read fantasy now? Like, what do I do from here? What do I do? Do I read another fantasy book? Like, not just one that my sister's making me read? Do I read it out of my own volition? Like, is there a second to this book? I know it's a standalone, but I have a feeling my sister said something that, like, there's like another one, like, this is a standalone book, but there is another with the same characters. I love these characters. I really, really like these characters. I just really like this book. What am I to do? Who am I? I'm having an identity crisis. I'm so surprised. This is not how I saw this going. This book is fantastic. I recommend anyone, even the fantasy haters, to read it. 'Cause wow. 5 fucking stars, I tell you. My sister and I will be discussing it in depth, so make sure to check that out. Now I'm gonna go and rethink my entire reading life with this newfound news that I enjoyed and rated a fantasy book 5 stars.